Dimitar Berbatov admits genuine concerns ahead of Ralf Rangnick's Man United appointment. Ralf Rangnick's arrival at Manchester United is just waiting for official confirmation, and there has been plenty of praise for the incoming interim manager. The former RB Leipzig and Schalke manager will wait for his first game in charge, but all eyes will be on him when that moment arrives. And, while most of the discussion of Rangnick's qualities point to the positives he can bring, former Manchester United forward Dimitar Berbatov is refusing to get carried away over the appointment. He's highly respected in the football world, however, with all due respect, he has managed teams like Schalke, Stuttgart and Leipzig, but he has never managed really big teams, Berbatov told Betfair. United is one of the biggest clubs in the world, so this is going to be something new to him. It's going to be interesting to see how he will cope with that situation. And despite his concerns about the interim manager's suitability for the role, he suggested Rangnick couldn't be ruled out for a permanent spell in charge himself. It would be no surprise, if he makes a success of the next few months, to see him get offered the permanent position and, if not, he will work well as an advisor, Berbatov said. Chelsea vs Manchester United results. After watching Chelsea hammer Juventus midweek in the Champions League, I'm sure many Reds feared the same would happen to Manchester United today. Michael Carrick's team sat back and managed to not concede in the first half, despite being under a ton of pressure, and it was clear from the start that we were looking to hit Chelsea on the counter-attack with Jadon Sancho and Marcus Rashford either side of Bruno Fernandes, who featured as a false nine. At the start of the second half, United took their opportunity on the break as Sancho won possession before sprinting into the box and scoring his second goal for the club. Hopefully United can build on this with another goal for some comfort, but will have to defend even better for the remainder of the match to ensure all 3 points. It would be a huge result on the road for Carrick's side. One particular big moment was when Fred intercepted a pass from Chelsea goalkeeper Edouard Mendy. The Brazilian paused for a moment to evaluate his options, taking far too long before ultimately making the wrong decision to attempt a chip on Mendy, who collected the ball with ease. Fred should have played Jesse Lingard in for a match-winning assist. Cristiano Ronaldo was also in an advanced position. The result means United have conceded just 1 goal in 2 games under Carrick. It's also a bonus for the caretaker boss to have achieved this result without Raphael Varane or Harry Maguire. German football expert predicts that Sancho will be perfect for Rangnick. Jadon Sancho has been tipped to be a real beneficiary of Manchester United's imminent appointment of Ralf Rangnick as interim boss. According to The Athletic, the influential German coach looks set to take up the role until the end of the season, before moving into a consultancy role at the club for 2 years. Kevin Hatchard, a German football expert, believes that the former Borussia Dortmund man will thrive under the stewardship of Rangnick, due to his footballing intelligence and previous experience of playing in the Bundesliga. Speaking on TalkSport, Hatchard said, "Jadon Sancho will be a real beneficiary of this. Because he is a guy that has been in German football, he's used to learning about pressing triggers, he's used to learning about when to go and press the opponent." Part of the struggle at Manchester United has maybe been that those instructions haven't been as detailed or haven't been the same, and maybe he, Sancho, has struggled in that regard. I would think he'd be perfect for the way that Rangnick would want to play because he's the type of guy that makes decisions quickly and generally makes the right decisions. And he thrives in that kind of broken transitional play that Rangnick wants to create. The attention to detail that Sancho and his teammates may be about to witness under Rangnick compared to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could well be like chalk and cheese. Wayne Rooney sends Ralf Rangnick warning ahead of Manchester United arrival. Wayne Rooney has warned Ralf Rangnick he'll have a tough job on his hands when he arrives at Manchester United. The former RB Leipzig Supremo is set to become United's new interim manager, and is expected to be unveiled in the coming days. It's understood the German has been assured of a job beyond the current season, though he is expected to move into a consultant role in the summer when the club will make a permanent appointment as manager. Rooney though has warned Rangnick he'll face a tough task in putting his stamp on his new side in just 6 months. Pick your team for Man United game against Chelsea, then share it with others and see the most popular selection by all fans. But the United legend has backed the incoming boss to adapt to his new surroundings and get them back on the path to winning silverware. He's obviously very highly respected in the game, and I think he's got a tough job to come into, Rooney said. I don't mean in terms of his ability, in terms of to come in for 6 months and stamp his way of playing and his pressing if you like, and how he likes to work. But he's very experienced. I'm sure he'll adapt to the players he's got and bring some stability back to the team, but also with the view of looking to try and win trophies. That Manchester United team are more than capable of winning trophies this season, and I think they've made the right appointment to give themselves the best chance. Cristiano Ronaldo tipped for new Man United position after Ralf Rangnick appointment. Cristiano Ronaldo could be moved into midfield when Manchester United are out of possession once Ralf Rangnick moves to Old Trafford, it has been suggested. The 63-year-old is poised to replace Ole Gunnar Solskjaer on an interim basis. And that means big chances are primed to take place. The German likes his forwards to press from the front, and Ronaldo's stats, when it comes to that area of his game, are lacking. And Bundesliga football expert Raphael Honigstein, writing for The Athletic, has suggested Ronaldo may have to drop into midfield when United are out of possession once Rangnick's appointment is confirmed. Does Ronaldo want to press? Maybe. Can Ronaldo actually press? Maybe, again, he said. Dropping the ultimate ego shooter would create an instant battle that Rangnick can surely do without in his first few weeks in town. But integrating the centre-forward into Rangnick's collective, high-energy system will be extremely difficult unless the system itself is modified. I wouldn't put it beyond Rangnick to become more flexible, tactically, in the autumn of his career. United will have to press a lot deeper and play more on the break, or become experts at closing down the passing lanes without attacking the ball early on, as Chelsea did to perfection against Manchester City in the Champions League final. The slightly wacky alternative would be for Ronaldo to drop into midfield out of possession in a 4-3-3 and have Bruno Fernandes move up in a 3-man press. But a midfielder who doesn't press is even more of a liability if the opponents play through the first wave of pressing, so it might exacerbate the issue. Ralf Rangnick set to bring his own coaches to Man United staff. Ralf Rangnick is edging closer towards being confirmed as Manchester United's interim manager, with the German thought to be the club's first-choice target for the temporary role. Previously, there had been suggestions that Rangnick would make the move from Russia to England on his own, but according to journalist James Ducker, he will bring a small number of staff with him to the Old Trafford club. Lars Kornetka was Rangnick's assistant manager in his most recent management stint, at RB Leipzig, and the pair are currently working alongside each other at Lokomotiv Moscow. Kornetka is thought to be one of the coaches in line to join Rangnick at United. Furthermore, Rangnick is said to already be getting involved in the day-to-day activities at the club. As per the report from Ducker, as seen above, he has been given access to the club's training sessions in a bid to familiarize himself with the players and surroundings. One of the main criticisms of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was his unwillingness to expand his coaching staff. The Norwegian stayed with the same group he embarked on the project with in 2018, and ultimately, that was one of his downfalls. Rangnick is extremely meticulous in what he does and is not afraid to delegate, a quality he has improved over the years. In addition to the man himself, having additional coaches clued into what Rangnick wants would help the player exponentially. Michael Carrick, Kieran McKenna, and Mike Phelan are all expected to stay on as part of the new-look coaching staff, and Rangnick would certainly be amenable to developing United's existing coaches. Ajax won't stand in Erik ten Hag's way if United come knocking in the summer. The Eredivisie's most exciting coach at the moment, Erik ten Hag, is the alternative target for Manchester United if Mauricio Pochettino does not become the club's new manager next summer. When I heard about the imminent appointment of Ralf Rangnick, coming in on an interim basis until the end of the season, I thought it would see United lean more towards ten Hag than Pochettino, but time will tell, and there's a lot of football to play this season. Ajax and Paris Saint-Germain are both going strong in their domestic leagues as well as the Champions League, but the Daily Mail claims Pochettino is the favourite to take over from Rangnick in June. That depends on whether Pochettino can cut short his contract with PSG. The same report stresses that United will turn to Ten Hag if the club are unsuccessful in their approach to appoint Pochettino, who has a contract in Paris until 2023. Ten Hag's contract at Ajax expires in 2023 too, but Ajax would not stand in his way if he wants to leave at the end of the season, the report also claims. It helps that Ajax chief executive is former United goalkeeper Edwin van der Sar. Manchester United appear to have a plan in place with Ralf Rangnick coming in, and I have no doubt that he will be part of the decision-making process when the time comes to find a new manager. It also gives the two managers in question time to audition for the biggest job in football. Finally, it feels like United has a sense of direction about the football club again.